Let's continue our discussion about dispensary labels. So on our previous video, we discussed the dispensary label of the previous script, which was amoxicillin, and we saw how a dispensary label for that script would look. Now let's move to the next script. The next script is from John Doe, the same customer or same patient that we discussed on our previous script. John Doe is 45-year-old and he went to the doctor on the 22nd of the 9th month, 2025. And the prescription was prescribed by Dr. A. Smith. As you can see, his practice details on top of the prescription. You can see his qualification. There is a telephone number there, and then there is an MP number and the practice number. So John Doe has high blood pressure, and then the doctor prescribed amlodipine 5 milligrams tablet. The direction was take 1 tablet once a day in the morning. The quantity is 30, and there's 2 repeats on the amlodipine. And the next item on the script is Enalapril 10 milligrams tablets, and the direction is take 1 tablet twice a day or twice daily, and the quantity is 60. As you can see, there's Dr. Smith's signature there. Now let's see how the label is gonna look. Now let's start with amlodipine. The label will show on the right side of the screen. As you can see, the label is still the same format as the previous label we discussed. So remember, all these labels are not the real labels. I asked ChatGPT to generate these labels for me. So as you can see, it's on Meds Pharmacy, and as you can see the pharmacy details on top of that label. So on Meds Pharmacy, 45 Main Street, Johannesburg, 2000. And as you can see, there's also a telephone number there, 011 456 7890. Now moving to the next section, which is going to be patients and doctors details. So the patient's details, as you can see, the patient is John Doe, and the prescription was dispensed on the 22nd of the 9th month. As I said, in this case, we will assume that the customer went straight from the doctor to the pharmacy the same day. So if the customer decided that he's going to bring the script on maybe the next day, the dispensing date would change, but the date on the prescription will remain. Now let's move to the prescriber's details. You can see the prescriber's detail is Dr. A. Smith. Then to specify which Dr. A. Smith, then you will see the practice numbers, because there were a lot of Dr. A. Smith that will get out there. So there is a unique practice number in there, so that we make sure we claim under the right doctor. The dispenser is still Meds. As you can see, it's still PP. That means it is the same dispenser that dispensed the previous prescription. As I said, PP means the pharmacist. Now let's move to the details opposite John Doe, that S3. So that S3 means the item that we're dispensing is Schedule 3. So I said it in my scheduling video that scheduling is the backbone of pharmacy operation. So whatever we talk about will probably end up in scheduling. So as you can see, scheduling is everywhere. So I think that video or that information is very important. So I'll suggest that you go and watch my scheduling video again. So amlodipine is Schedule 3, a blood pressure tablet or blood pressure medication. That means you need a prescription for it, so you can't get it without a prescription. So you need a diagnosis and a prescription for it. So you can't just buy it over the counter. So you will find some items that are Schedule 3 that in certain quantities can move to Schedule 2. So there are a lot of those, but we'll discuss them in details later. In some cases, even Schedule 4 items can be sold over the counter in limited quantities and in certain strengths. Then below that, you see there is a script number. As I said, script numbers are automatically generated by our system as we dispensed. So script numbers are very important for tracing. When the pharmacy is trying to trace the prescription, they are very important for tracing the prescription. Then we move to the next session. The next session is going to be the details of the item. So in this case, it's amlodipine 5 milligrams tablet, and the direction is take 1 tablet once daily in the morning, and the quantity is 30. So in this case, I didn't want to use any specific brand name, but if you go to a retail pharmacy or a private pharmacy, then you will see amlodipine. They all put the generic name. So if it's Amlok, it's gonna be Amlok. If Stipler Amlodipine, then it's gonna be Stipler Amlodipine. So you'll get a generic name in there. But if you go to a public pharmacy or a public institution like your hospital or a clinic, then they don't use generic name. They use molecular name. So you get it like that. It's gonna be Amlodipine 5 milligrams tablet. Maybe the brand name will be Amlok or it's gonna be Stipler Amlodipine, but they will just put the molecular name, which is going to be amlodipine. And retail, it's going to be a generic name. So the name on the label will match the name on the box. And then as you can see as well, there's repeats. It says repeats 2. That means there's 2 more repeats after this one. You see, it matches the one on the prescription. As you can see in the prescription, there's 2 repeats, and then on the label as well, it says 2 repeats. As I said, your label will be like a reflection of your prescription or interpretation of your prescription. So you'll get most of the details that is on the prescription, you'll get it on the label as well. As you can see, there was a doctor's name, doctor's practice number, a customer's detail, and a medicine's name or medication's name. The directions and the repeats and the quantity have to match the one on the prescription. And when it comes to repeats, there's one thing I want to discuss. When it comes to repeat, as much as it's 3 repeats, it's 3 consecutive months. So you don't get to skip a month with that. So in this case, the prescription will expire on the 11th month. It doesn't matter whether the customer collected all repeats or not, but it expires on the 11th month. So this is to make sure that the customer goes for a checkup after the 11th month. There's a reason why the doctor prescribed it for 3 months. It might be that they want to see the customer after 3 months for checkup. Maybe the customer is not stable yet. In cases where maybe the customer is stable or the patient is stable, then the doctor might write the prescription for up to 6 months. 6 repeats, 6 months. So they cannot prescribe more than 6 months or 6 repeats prescription. So even if they put in this 12 month or 12 repeats, the pharmacy won't dispense a 12-month script. They won't be able to dispense a 12-month script. They will only give you the 6 month of the 12 month, and then after 6 months you have to go to a doctor for a new prescription again. So those are not pharmacy rules. It's the Medicines Act rules and regulations. So this becomes very important that you go for a checkup every 6 months, because remember, as you grow, as your diet changes, as your lifestyle changes, as your body changes, sometimes the medication doesn't fit your daily needs anymore, so they have to adjust the medication according to your response. They might have to increase or add another medication, or decrease and remove one medication depending on the scenario. So that's why it is important to go for a checkup every 6 months. Now let's move to the next item on the script, which is Enalapril 10 milligrams tablet, 1 tablet twice a day, and the quantity is 60. Let's see how the label is gonna look. So as you can see, still the same pharmacy, same address, same street, and same telephone number. It's on Mel's Pharmacy, 45 Main Street, Johannesburg, 2000. And the telephone number is 011 7890. And the patient is still the same patient, John Doe. As you can see, still the same script as we discussed as amlodipine. So it's still John Doe. And the script was dispensed on the same date, which is the 22nd of the 9th month, 2025. And the prescriber details still the same, Dr. A. Smith, and the PR number is the same as the previous label. And then the dispenser is still the same, RMEDS, as you can see, PP is a pharmacist. And it's also a Schedule 3 item. So Enalapril also Schedule 3. So if it was a different schedule, then it will be written that schedule on top. And the RX number is the same as the previous one, because these 2 items are on the same script. So you'll notice that if the items are on the same script, the RX number will be the same. It will be the same because they are claimed on the same script. So the difference will be maybe On amlodipine, because it's the first item that was claimed, it will be the script number, then /1. And then on the enalapril, because the second item on the script, then it will be the same script number /2, but they will use the same script number. This is very important for traceability, because items that are on the same script number would mean that those items were on the same script. So when we're trying to trace a script, it will be easy to see that, oh, okay, the doctor prescribed these two items on the same script number. So if they are put on different script numbers, that means they are on different scripts. I tried to put that /1 or /2 on that next to the script number, but ChatGPT didn't allow me. It didn't allow me, so I just left it like that. Otherwise, on real labels, you will see it like that, /1 or /2. So that will tell you the number of items that were on the script. So /1, first item, /2, a second item. If it goes to 10 items, then you also see about /10 as well. So it will depend. And then moving to the next session, as you can see, it's enalapril 10 milligrams tablet. As I said, if you get it in public hospital, it's going to be written like that, the molecular name, which is enalapril 10 milligrams. But if you get it in a retail institution, you'll get a generic name. So the name on that label will match the name on the box. So if it's ENAP, it's going to be ENAP. If it's PharmaPress, it's going to be PharmaPress 10 milligrams tablet. And the direction is 1 tablet twice daily, and the quantity is 60. Notice in this one, the doctor didn't put repeats on this one, so there's no repeats on this one. I don't know why. ChatGPT decided to generate it like this, so I decided to go with the flow. So there's no repeats on enalapril, then on this one as well, there's no repeat. So when John Doe comes in on the next month, he won't be able to get any repeat on the enalapril amlodipine only.